So we tried to wait as long as we could, but it just came time that we were running out of so many essentials that we had to make it to Costco to do one big trip. Now, we planned for this trip for about a week. We just kept writing down the things that we missed and the things that were essentials that we were running out of. On that list was a lot of stuff like paper towel, toilet paper. We didn't really stock up on that stuff to begin with. So we had a big list, and when we got there, we were so surprised the entire parking lot was full of people. Like, it wrapped around the entire parking lot of Costco, which is enormous. It was hard to tell exactly how many people that was because we were spaced about 6 feet apart. These two in front of me were, I think they were together, so that's why they're not as spaced out. But a lot of people were spaced out, although a lot of us were on our cell phones, so we had to remember as we were walking to look up and keep the 6 foot distance from the people in front of us. But anyways, so the reason why we were waiting in line is that it was right before Costco was going to open up. Apparently there was the senior shopping. That was the first hour of the day, and then the following hour it was opening for general customers. And really, I was only in that line about 5 or 10 minutes, even though it was super long and wrapped around the parking lot, and getting in was really easy. It seemed like if you had a prescription, they would just let you into that side, even though the customer service was closed, which I think you'll see in a video later. So since my husband was wearing gloves and everything, we don't have actual footage of the shopping trip because it wouldn't have been really safe or hygienic to go back and forth between the phone and gloves and groceries and everything. So we just have some at the very end at the checkout. And the checkout was interesting because, well, the kitchen area was closed and it said to focus on just the essentials. We have temporarily limited our menu. So takeout only. I didn't actually see people ordering or anything. I think it just said items unavailable. So I don't know. I don't think that was in service at all. Customer service, this area was blocked off, and the parking lot was not as busy as it usually is. And another thing I noticed at checkout is that people were, they had really quickly put up these acrylic containments kind of around the cashiers. So if you were talking to the cashiers, like, you could hear them, but the breath couldn't splatter, if you will. So it was interesting to see some people there were wearing gloves, some weren't. I came home and we put away all of the food. We do feel stocked up, but now that we have a baby who's eating, it seems like we are going through food a lot faster. So I love to freeze cheese. I think that's a very missed opportunity. So when I get like a month's supply of food from Costco, which this basically we hope is, with the choices we made, we think we'll be able to last quite a while. I'm hoping to, portion those out and use things kind of sparingly and use a lot less meat. And we're going to offset that with some produce deliveries here and there throughout the month. So I guess goodies for us is just stocking up on like a nice wine or two to enjoy, the end of a Friday or something for happy hour. So we got some of our favorite reds, still feeling like the winter reds, and we got so much citrus. Everyone's eating a lot or drinking a lot of citrus these days because we're told that's helping with what's going on. I have been doing a lot of baking. I've been doing a lot of cooking. I'm happy to be restocked. I'm going to be replacing those onions in there soon. Just trying to get a lot of videos done. It's really hard to juggle like working and all the family time and not getting the normal downtime that we're used to, but we're managing. We did get out for a day trip. It was more like an hour trip, I guess. Just this vineyard, St. Joseph's Winery in Canby, Oregon. It's a beautiful drive there. We hadn't been in the car in so much time, so they have llamas outside. There was like no one on the property, and we could just go up and see the llamas from a distance. So we've been hanging out, doing a lot of planting, doing a lot of cooking, My husband's been getting into bread baking, which has really been helping us extend our grocery trips, because when we have bread around, we can make like delicious breakfast sandwiches and stuff. So I've been going through my pantry and using all sorts of ingredients, like putting them really close to, oh, I knocked that over. Whoops. You know, putting like ingredients or specialty items that I've collected over time, like onto my counter, so I'm actually starting to cook with them. So I'm looking forward to making some new videos, but like I said, it's kind of hard to juggle the time. So some things I have coming up are these sous vide burgers. They're so delicious. It's a great time of year to be in Portland, Oregon. We're so lucky it's about 70 degrees this week, which, stuck in quarantine, that's exactly how warm I need it to be, because we can go outside. And I know we need rain because it helps our vegetation and all, but I think just being able to get outside when we're stuck in the house so much has been so helpful. So grilling outside is one way to get us out there a little bit more. So I'm doing lots of cooking. My cookbook, the Home Chef Sous Vide cookbook, just came out in basically the same week all of this quarantine stuff started happening around Portland, where the restaurants closed and everything. So I've been pretty busy just building out a lot of videos for sous vide recipes on Sit Bite Go. Well, I have some more videos coming out about Portland, about things going on, just keeping busy during all of this time at home, and more recipes, of course, for sitbitego.com. I hope that you have a wonderful day and stay well. Cheers!